Hello, and welcome to our quick Thursday live. This wasn't planned, but I figured we'll jump on here and give you a quick update of what's happening. It's been definitely a crazy week for immigration. We had 13 executive orders that issued. We had the birthright citizenship, big one, an injunction that was issued early on, and raids. Raids are happening everywhere. So I think it's good to, the videos that we post. We have a lot of questions from people, and I think it's important to address these questions, and that's why we're going to be doing these lives every week. Typically, we are come on here on Monday, every Monday at 5:30 p.m. And but this has been a crazy week, so I figure I'll come on here and so yeah, let me know where you're watching this from. Drop your questions. We've got a bunch of you already on here. We've got Judas, Marjorie. Yeah, let me know. I'm curious, where are you actually watching this today? We're live on YouTube right now, but I'm going to join our audience on TikTok shortly. And all right. So, like I said, I think we've seen raids, a lot of raids, and we'll talk about that. We got Nepal here. There we go. Is it safe to travel on parole with pending renewal on EB-3? Yeah, I think it is safe, absolutely, because the whole idea behind a parole is that you would be able to travel. Rodney says, have you heard of the immigration attorney office? Yeah, I have heard. I don't know the guy himself, but I heard, and yeah, it's interesting. That is, I wonder why they raided him. Is U visa canceled still in existence? U visa is still here. We got Nigeria. I mean, I don't know why they raided him, Rodney. I think there was some illegal stuff going on. Let's join our TikTok viewers in a second. I think that he was doing some illegal stuff, that guy. So I think that's the reason why. So yeah, so drop your questions, and I'll give the option for people to join live. But welcome to our TikTok audience as well, and the new people are joining right now on YouTube. Let me know where you're from. Drop your questions. We have a lot of things to talk about. This situation with the raids in New York. It's interesting because I posted a video earlier on TikTok where, hey guys, welcome everybody. Let me know where you're from as well, and drop your questions. We'll get right into it. So, the clients have been calling me, reporting that we've seen a lot of construction, hospitality. I had a few manufacturing facilities that were raided, and it seems like a lot of these cases they act based on hey Ghana. There's a lot of people from Ghana here on TikTok. Nice to meet you. A lot of that is based on tips. They're getting tips from different sources, and I think that's kind of like what that's how they're conducting the raids. I think. I mean, that's just kind of my opinion, but the point is that a lot of these employers that are being raided, the government was already kind of like watching them, knowing that they either had I-9 violations or any other things, and they're kind of starting to go after them. That's kind of like the first phase, but you're going to see more raids coming in, and obviously people that are not necessarily in deportation will be also impacted by it, right? So we'll talk about it. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you as well. We've got Jeremy here. So yeah, just drop your questions and I'll see what I can do. I mean, I said I usually come on Mondays. I'm trying to be very consistent every single Monday, but because of what's happening, I'm definitely going to do this also on Thursdays. I tried my best. I had a long day today, so it was crazy. All right, guys, let's see. A lot of questions here on YouTube. So my husband has two alien numbers. He was released 10 years ago on a bond, having issues because of he has two alien numbers. It's you can reconcile that. Sometimes you get one benefit, and especially if you go through the court, sometimes they issue a different A number. It's easy to reconcile it, but you need to be active, and you need to actually request it to be consolidated. Let's see. Let's look at TikTok. People are worried about deportation. What's going to happen with DACA? So with DACA, both on YouTube and TikTok, just so you know, the Texas court issued a notice that DACA is illegal, but it doesn't change the situation with DACA in federally. So you can still renew, you can still get advanced parole, but you cannot file new ones. What do you think is going to happen to EB-3? Is it going to impact what Trump is doing? So EB-3, which is an employment-based category of visas, EB-3 is not going to move so much in 2025. We're going to see some movement after the spring. And as I mentioned in my videos, and I'm going to, I will release the new visa bulletin update and I'll let you know. But I don't think there's going to be too much movement with EB-3, unfortunately. So if you're able to move yourself from EB-3 to EB-2 or EB-1, if you qualify, I would definitely strongly recommend that because it's a very slow category. And those of you guys on TikTok, if you're watching this, welcome. Please share the live. There's a arrow at the bottom. And if you want to join me on live, you can request to join and I will welcome you and we can do a video. And if you want to join me on YouTube, I'm going to share a link right here. I'm going to share a link and you can join on YouTube. But if you want to join live on TikTok, there's just request to join. And don't forget our goal. We have the cloud heart. That's our goal for today. Let's get on it. What do I need for citizenship? You need to have a green card either for 3 years or 5 years, be a person of good moral character, and not have corona. Thanks a lot, Vanessa. Vanessa got the assignment. Let's get that goal. I put a small goal today, but let's get it done. And join me live. I'd love to see your faces. Love to hear from you guys. Join me live. Use the link. Put here. Use the link to join live. Also on YouTube. There we go. Perfect. Thanks. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Do I need? And I'll get you guys in a second. Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate it. Let's get it done. We're almost there. Almost there with our challenge. Do I need taxes for citizenship? Like take all the paperwork? Well, you don't need to bring your taxes, but you need to show that you don't owe taxes. All right, let's see on YouTube. Are applicants with U visas on the verge of deportation? Not at all. They haven't canceled U visas, so I wouldn't worry about it. You're good. As long as you have filed, can they just deport anyone? Josie's asking. Will Trump also target law-abiding green card holders for deportation? So no, he hasn't announced that. I don't think he's going to be doing that. There's no reason for him to go after law-abiding green card holders. So people are really worried right now. There's a lot of anxiety. That's why I'm here on doing these lives. Just want to give you guys some perspective. He's not just going to go after any person who is here, even if you're undocumented. You're not a direct target for removal. You have to realize that, right? But as long as you know your rights, and I'll be doing more videos about your rights, you should be good. What about TN visas? What about TN visas? Let me see with the question here. What about TN visa holders? This is from Rads. TN visa holders are fine. I mean, as long as you have your TN visa, as long as you renew it on time, you should be good. Josie is asking, how can you help clients in all 50 states? Yes, I can. I can help clients in all 50 states. Immigration is federal, so we can help clients in all 50 states. Um, so, and if you want to get a hold of me, the best thing to do is YouTube. You see a number right here on the screen. That's for you guys on YouTube. Just use that number to send me a text to book consultation. And people who are watching this on TikTok, if you want to get a hold of me, I know a lot of you wants to book consultations so we can talk about your cases and I give you strategies, just kind of get an idea what's going to happen. Go to my bio. In my bio, there's a phone number. Write it down. Send me a text right now and request a consultation with me or just have a meeting to plan your case. So go to my bio. There's a phone number there. Write it down. Screenshot it. And also, if you're watching this right now and you're not following me yet, please follow me right now on this TikTok account and also on YouTube. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my live videos. And on TikTok, please share the live. There's a little arrow. Share the live and line up to join me live on. Let me see here. Let me get this off. All right, so you got the number right here on YouTube. Let's see here. If you broke the law and they told you you're subject to deportation, look out. That is true. That is true. I had an interview after I knew my employer just terminated my contract and now applying for a new employer. So question, will longer time to get approved on labor, will it affect for future visa interview? So the fact that you're switching jobs, restarting against the green card or new labor, that's not going to impact you at all. It shouldn't be. What is going to make things longer is the fact that now this whole green card thing is going to take forever, right? Because it's going to be backlog, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of backlogs. Let's see here. How is it that some people got their green cards by mail without exiting to Juarez? Imelda is asking. That's a good question. So the only way somebody who came here illegally, who didn't have to go to Juarez, is either if they got parole through the military or they were protected by Section 245I. These are the only ways that a person, otherwise they have to go to Juarez. Because if you're undocumented here and there's no way to do it from the US. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and the people are worried. They're saying, "Oh my God, they're gonna come to my house. They're gonna raid it." They I guess they have their lists or whatever they're looking for people. But you remember, if you're inside the United States, they can't just take you, put you in a car, and throw you across the border. There's rules. They can detain you. You're eligible for a bond. You're eligible for an attorney. If you get detained by ICE, do not speak at all. In a polite way, request that you have the right to remain silent and that you want to speak to an attorney. You have the right to do so. Do not give them fake documents. Do not tell them fake information. Do not lie to them. All you have to do is say, I assert the right to remain silent, and I would like to speak to an attorney. That's it, right? And of course, what is the cost of consultation with you? Consultations start at 150. And like I said, the best thing to do is use the number in my bio, especially if you're watching this on TikTok. It's specifically for you guys. And let me take a live person here who's been waiting, and then you can join if you want. If you want to talk to me on video, request to join on video, and let's get this conversation started. If you're joining right now, let me know where you're from, and the same thing on YouTube, guys. You can join live on YouTube. Just I posted the link. The same thing on YouTube, guys. You can join live on YouTube. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's see. It's cutting off, but there's other people who are waiting. And let's see. We've got Camila?
Yes, hello?
Hi, Camila. How are you? If you have video, please use it. If not, that's okay. Just
Yes.
let me know where you're from. And
Yes, I go.
okay, perfect.
Give me just a second. Let me go
No,
to
for sure, for
the
sure.
office.
And then those of you joining us on YouTube, please post your questions and I'll answer them. And the same thing
I
on TikTok,
was,
guys. I'll answer them. We still have a live goal here of the cloud hearts. Let's get it done.
okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
Can you see the video?
I cannot see
I
you
don't
for
know.
some reason. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks, I want.
Okay, right there. I don't know. Okay, so I have so many questions, and one of those questions is, if you get stopped by ICE or if they
Thanks, Brittany.
arrest you,
Yeah.
um, do you have to give them your ID?
You don't have to give them any documents. So, for example, if you have a legal ID, right? So, for example, let's say if you have a green card or whatever. Oh, thanks, guys. We're almost halfway through. Then you can give it to them. But if you don't have documents or your documents are not good, you don't have to give them anything because
Okay,
anything you give them is going to be used against you. So, yeah.
okay, and if I don't give them anything, can they arrest me still?
Well, it depends where you are. So if you are in a place of employment, right? So if you're at a job and they come here and they raid and they determine that you don't have documents because you didn't give them anything, they can detain you. And later on, you'll be released because they have nothing, But if they stop you in a public place, they cannot arrest you unless they have a good reason for it. Does it make sense?
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it does make sense. I have another question. Um, I'm engaged with a veteran, and
Okay.
I'm gonna get married. Um, what? How is gonna be my process? I don't have any criminal record. I have never been detained by ICE, and
So
he's not an active
that's
in
fine.
active duty.
That's fine. So,
Okay.
but you came here without papers, right?
Yes, I did without.
Okay, thanks, Shalab. Well, even if he's a veteran, he's qualified for parole in place.
Hmm.
And those of you watching here, if you came here without authorization, you're married to somebody who's a veteran or in active duty, he can do a parole in place for you. You'll be able to get your parole, and then you can file for the green card. Thanks, guys. You understand? So you have a good case. Have you?
Okay. How long does it take?
I mean, it's taking about a year and a half or so to get it
And
done.
what's parole in place? Like, what do that mean?
So parole in place, that's a good question. So parole in place is it's a temporary status which gives you the right to work and live in the United States while your green card is going to be processed. As soon as you have
And
parole in place,
how
nobody
long
can
does it
touch
take?
you.
Okay, how long does it take to get the parole in
I
place?
mean, right now it's taking about less than a year, but it might be longer. But it doesn't matter. Once you file it, you get your work permit, you'll be in good shape.
Where are you from? In what state? Because I live in Indiana. How can I?
I'm in California, but it doesn't matter because all these documents are filed by mail. They're sent to a centralized location. We don't send them to Indiana or San Diego. It's all going to a central location. So all you have
So
to
they can
do,
hire you.
yeah, Camila. So what you do is, at the end of the call, just go to my bio. There's a phone number. Send me a text. Say I was on your live, and we'll help you. It's a perfect case.
Okay, good. I have another something
We
else that I want.
we want to give a chance to others.
Okay,
So
good.
just send me a text, and I'll
I
look
will.
forward to help you.
Okay,
Thanks
thank
a
you
lot.
so much.
Perfect. So you can see, guys, there are many people that are here. They don't realize they can get help. Like, for example, she is married to a citizen. He's a veteran. And I just told her that she can apply for parole in place and apply for a green card as a result, which is amazing. I'm sure many of you who are watching this could be in a similar position, right? So, perfect. Now, we'll get Maggie in a second on YouTube. And let me take some questions here. When you overstayed, Esther, can you still see a judge if you have a child, U.S. citizen child? No, you cannot. So if you come here on an ESTA, which is a temporary right to enter the United States from Europe, from many other countries, you lose the right for a judge. You essentially waive the right to see a judge if you get. That's a drawback of doing. All right, let's see. Let's get Maggie on here.
Hi.
Hi, Maggie. Can you open your video so we can see your face?
Okay. I
Hopefully,
do.
you can hear this on TikTok. We have some good questions from both sides. Maggie, I think we lost Maggie. Well, Maggie, when you come back, we'll get you back. In the meantime, Gauri's asking, how can we call you? Simple. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a phone number right on my screen. Screenshot it, write it down, send me a text right now. If you're watching this on TikTok, there is a different number for you guys, and it's on my bio. It should be a similar idea. You click it. Thanks, Nara. I appreciate it. Thanks for the roses. I wish there were roses on YouTube, but there isn't. Use the number on my TikTok right now. Send me a text and say, hey, I saw you on TikTok. I need to book a call. We're trying to give priority as many people as possible. I'm extending my hours. Usually at this time, I'm having dinner. But thanks, Emil. I appreciate it. But I'm here with you guys today. And all right, 3 years after, let's see here. What about asylum pending with valid work permit? So, like I said, if you have an asylum pending and you have a work permit and you're going through the process, they're not going to do anything to you. The issue is that if somebody is coming to apply for asylum right now, the country is essentially closed. In fact, I was reading that many people are actually afraid to come to the United States. The number of immigrants coming to the United States dropped by many percentage, in the past week or so, right? All right, guys. So take that number down, guys, on YouTube. I'm taking it down right now. All right. Let's see. Maggie is coming back. Let's try to get some questions from Maggie on YouTube, and then we'll be back to our friends on TikTok. Maggie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
But you can't use your video, right?
I can see you. My video is on. I don't know why you
I don't
cannot
see you. You have to approve the video. There's like a little thing say click on the video so we can see it. I mean, if you can do it.
That's what I tried the last time and I lost you. So
no worries. Ask your question and
I want
where
to
are you
ask.
from?
I'm from New Jersey. I'm a US citizen, but I'm asking for my niece. So she came here when she was like 10 years old.
Okay.
So she came through the normal route through visa, and she applied for asylum at 10 years old, and she was denied. So since then, she's been expecting like the master hearing. Though she went to court one time at that age when she was 11 years old, but the judge asked her to come back the following year because she's still a minor at that time, that she has to come with an attorney, like a lawyer. So but by the time we got one, that is when there's COVID. So since then she has not have any date till now. Though she has like a work permit and she's going 15 years. So that's like
but it happens to a lot of people. They're waiting for their if I'm sure people watching this waiting for the court hearing for years. This is the reason why the system is so messed up, because it's do you guys have an attorney locally over there?
Yes, locally. Through
you have to make sure the attorney is really following up, checking, because it's a big problem right now. That's our court system is so messed up. So many people are just sitting there backlogged.
So my question is, she came when she was a minor. Right now she'll be an adult, like 18 years old.
Okay.
Is there going to be a problem with her? Though she has a work permit, she's working, she's going to school, she's doing well, she's a good student. Like
I don't think it should be a problem, because like I said, if she was classified as a minor before and that's how a case is being processed, I think she should be. But I'm just telling you, like I said, in general terms, because I don't see your case. But I don't think it's going to be, especially since she's in the court system, she should be fine eventually. It's just going to take a long time.
Okay.
So
that means the first thing she has to do is the master hearing before the final hearing. That's what I heard.
Correct. Exactly. And that lawyer has to push for it.
For the master hearing.
Correct.
Or is there possible that during the master hearing, if she has a date, they can cancel the asylum case, they can dismiss it, or they don't do that?
I don't think it's going to happen during the master. They'll have to have a separate hearing for that.
Oh, they don't do it on the. So that means right now, let's assume that she has a master hearing date. So on that day, can they dismiss the asylum case or they cannot?
The attorney can request it. I don't know if the judge will do it that same day, but the attorney can tell the judge what the plan is for the case. Absolutely.
Okay. So
Okay.
before the master hearing date, is there a way they can cancel the asylum case or they cannot cancel it? They have to still go to court.
They can, but the attorney is going to have to request what is called a joint termination with the immigration lawyer on the side of the government. If they agree, they can terminate it before the hearing. Make
Oh,
sense?
okay.
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. I see Raymond here and Yash. I'll get you in a second. Let's get a few more questions here on TikTok. Do you think airports are safe right now? Guys, with respect to airports, let me tell you something. I've been to Los Angeles Airport. I've been to San Francisco. I have clients and colleagues in different states. There are ICE agents in airports right now, right? They haven't been there before, but they're now. So if you asked me that question 2 weeks ago, I would say it's safe to travel. Right now, be very careful because you're going to see ICE agents at the airports. You're going to see them before TSA. You see them outside when people arrive. I don't know if they're going to stay there for a long time, forever, or maybe just the week of shock and awe because of Trump, but they are there. And we've seen them, coming in, checking people, talking to people. Once again, remember, you're at the airport, you have documents. So if ICE agents will ask you for your passport, you got to be very careful. Obviously, you can avoid them, but if you have direct communication with them, you got to be careful what you say to them. Do not see, the thing is, the way they get you is if you lie to them. If you tell them, yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen, or I am this and that, and then they catch you and you're not, that's when you get into trouble. You don't have to answer any of the questions. They are not, you're not entering the country. If they just walk to you, you can politely refuse to speak with them. Now, they do have a right to detain you if they have credible suspicion of something, but they just can't come to you as a. But yes, airports are not the safest right now. All right, let's take Raymond from YouTube and then a bunch of other questions from TikTok right here. And like I said, before we get to Raymond, make sure that you follow me if you're watching me right now on YouTube and subscribe to my channel, the ones that are on YouTube right now, and share the live on TikTok because we can't do it on YouTube, but on TikTok you can share on the arrows. That will mean the world to me. Raymond, where are you from and what is your question?
Good evening, Attorney Jacob. So I'm a Filipino and I'm on F1 category, but
Okay.
I'm already a Canadian citizen. So my priority date is October 5, 2012. So 2012. So we've been waiting for my priority date for like 13 years
What kind
already.
of case?
And
Is it a family case or employee?
family, F1 family based.
F1, got
So
it.
we've been waiting for that for 13 years already, and I don't know when will my priority date will become current. So since I'm Canadian citizen, do you think I will be able to apply for TN visa,
Yes.
or is it better to go, or is it better to go to the States and apply for adjustment of status?
No, you can apply for a TN visa because your F1 category, if you're applying for family-based category, you're a child of a U.S. citizen, right? That's your category, right?
Yes,
For
yes, yes,
for your
yes.
category. So, you're Canadian, you can apply for a work visa. You can come to America and live here and wait for the priority to become current because F1 is moving really slow right now.
Do you think it will become current this year? My periodic date will become current this year?
I don't think so. I think early 2026. It's very close. It's gonna be
2026.
it's gonna move a lot after the summer of 2025, but I don't think it's gonna become current this year, unfortunately. For your Canada.
But with the TN visa, it is not an immigrant pathway, right? So would it be
It
like a
doesn't matter.
conflict with my?
No, it doesn't matter because you have a long wait. It's not gonna impact the TN.
Mm. But how about the adjustment of status? If I will just go there and then apply
Can
for
you
adjustment of
you
status,
can
will
only
that
go
will
there.
work?
You can only go there when your dates are current. You cannot come to the U.S. unless your dates are current. Of course, when it's current, come
Well,
to America.
I thought that will be like the date of filing. The date of filing will be the one
Absolutely.
used for
Once
adjustment
the
of status.
once the date of filing is current, you can come. Absolutely.
Mm.
It's
How
it's it's
long? Yeah.
it's quicker than a final action date. I can give you a better estimate after the spring.
After the
Right
spring.
now it's very hard to tell. Okay, but absolutely, once the dates of filing chart becomes current, come to the U.S.
Mm. And then when I go to the US, I can apply for that right away, or do I have to wait like 6 months
You're gonna have to wait.
to
You have to wait 60 days,
60
right? So
days
if you come to the United States and you want to get a green card based on family or employment, you have to wait 2 months and then you change your status
change of status as long as the date of filing is current?
as long as it's current. Correct.
Mm. Okay,
Sense?
thank you, Attorney Jacob.
Appreciate you. So a lot of people are waiting, that excited because the visa bulletin is moving, but it's moving very, very slow. And I think under Trump, we're gonna see a reverse in movements. You're gonna see more people are waiting because, I posted a video today on YouTube about the 13 executive orders. One of the things that it says, there is an executive order about vetting people that come from certain countries. And that is going to come into effect in 60 days. What's going to happen is that suddenly we're going to have people from Nigeria, from Iran, from other countries, El Salvador, that they are basically being vetted because there's no information between those countries. And that's going to be our new travel ban. Because everybody's saying, oh, Jacob, we haven't seen the travel ban in those executive orders. Well, that executive order is an indication that we will have travel bans. They're going to be um, singling people out. If you're from certain countries that they put a list out, they're going to be banning certain people from coming in because of these requirements. And it's going to be interesting to see. I'm telling you, but it's coming. All right. People are worried. Can DACA travel without problems? Yes. If you have DACA, you can travel. My fiance has K1 visa. This is from Zoya and lives in the US. How long does it take to obtain a green? Okay, so if he's in America, he came on a fiance visa. You have 90 days to marry, and then he's gonna get a green card within 10 months. All right. We've got Yash on YouTube. Let's make it quick because we got a lot of people waiting. Hello, Yash. Where are you
Hello,
from?
sir.
Question.
I'm from India, and currently I'm on student visa in United States.
Okay.
So I have a family petition filed by my grandfather for my mother,
Okay.
and I would like to inquire about. So currently my case is being documentary qualified,
Okay.
and I am thinking to file a I-1 485 form 485
Okay.
adjustment of status. So I just have a question because my parents are not over here; they are in India. So can I file Form 485?
And your parents are not here at all?
No, means they are in India currently.
No, you should be able to. If your date is current and there's a priority date available, you could, yeah, absolutely.
Uh, but the thing is, my priority dates and document are qualified. But currently, the visa bulletin date is like around uh, July to 2010, and my priority date is 10 January 2011.
So you're not current. If you're not current, you cannot file. You have to
Okay.
be complete and current to be able to file. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
you have to.
Okay. So is there any alternative way to, because as day by day the age is getting increased, so uh,
There's no way for you to fight the visa bulletin. The visa bulletin, just so you know, guys, this is numbers set by the government, right?
okay.
You can't expedite it, unfortunately. Now, if you're
Okay.
gonna be worried about like aging out or whatever, you can. But there's no visa numbers for you. That's why you have to wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you, my
Thank you.
a lot of people, they are following the visa bulletin. Their dates are current, but they're not current yet. I mean they're documented complete, but they're not current. And I'm telling you, it's not enough to be documented complete, you have to also have the visas available. And right now, there's a huge backlog. There's a lot of questions people asking. Do you think, like for example, Jorge is asking, do you think they will just pick up people randomly? No, no, they're not just gonna come and pick up people randomly. Like I said, the raids are happening. It's a shock and awe. It's probably frightening, but they're not just gonna come to your house and pick you up, right? It's not happening. Katia says, Carla says, do you think I should file advance parole for what? For the first time, I live in San Diego. Oh, nice, Carla. I'm in Del Mar right now. Absolutely. If you can file for advance parole, do it. All right, we've got Divine here on YouTube. Let's see. Can family immigration chain migration law be changed? Do you need 60 Senate votes to change these family immigration laws, or just simple majority? Well, remember, we need the majority of the votes, but we also need a bill from the Senate. We also need a bill from the House. Those bills need to be reconciled, and eventually it goes to the president to be signed, right? So we need to have both bills presented to be able to actually make it a law. And for these laws to be changed, we need to have bills come from both houses and eventually signed by the president. VJ says, I'm looking for H-1B visa. That's the best time to do it right now, VJ. Please send me a text. The number is on the screen. We're now taking applications for H-1B visas. This is the time to do it before the deadline is met in March. All right, let's see. We have, all right, let's take a few more video live on TikTok. We've got Jennifer waiting patiently here. On YouTube, we're going to end the live shortly. And I'll be back here on Monday. So don't worry about it, guys. Jennifer, how are you? Where are you from? If you have video, please use it. If not, ask a question.
Hi, hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
My parents started a case with my sister, like with their family,
Okay.
but they got scammed by the person who was doing it. So he was pretending to be a lawyer.
He was like a paralegal, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So he started it, and once we found out it was a scam, we stopped and we didn't finish off.
Okay.
But now we're looking into a lawyer who actually helped me and my husband.
Yeah.
Who got his his green card.
Yeah.
So now we have, we received the letters from USCIS for both of them that says they have a year to decide if they want to finish or not their
Okay.
cases.
They received the letter from the NVC, right?
Right, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that they have a year to decide if we're finishing the cases or not. Now, it's the lawyer who we went to, he said that because of the year that my parents came into the country, I guess they don't have the 10-year ban or something.
Yeah, because they came before 2001 and they're protected by 245I.
Right. So then they won't be able to finish up a visa application for that because they did that, or
No. That means that they're not going to need to leave the country. They can still finish the process, but they can use that law to stay in the U.S. That's what your lawyer meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, because they came in 2000. They went out and came back in 2001. But I think it was like by the month, the cutoff month.
Yeah. I think it's important. Yeah, it's important to check that because Section 245 works for people that came before 2001, and also it doesn't save you from double reentry. That's why it's important to analyze your file. But hopefully the lawyer that you're working with understands that. But I think that's what he's trying to do for you guys.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
But if there is no other way with through my sister with the scamming, does that file, like, is that eligible through the U visa? Then like kind of switch off the case.
I don't know if the scamming will qualify for your visa. There should be like an actual crime that you went to the police, because you need the police collaboration for the U visa. Don't forget that.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But it's important to thanks guys. It's important to get yourself evaluated, get second opinions, just to make sure that you cover all the bases.
Right. So
Okay.
now I guess the final and most important question that my parents are having right now is with those NBC letters, is there any protection that they have with everything going on right now?
Absolutely, absolutely. I would definitely carry the letter, because if they get stopped, that definitely helps. Because ICE, they don't really know where the case is, whatever it is. Now,
Right.
the one thing to remember with this MVC thing, if you have a case at MVC, you have to email them once a year, like log into the website, just so your case is not going to be closed. As long as you do it once a year, your parents should be good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. Yeah,
All
that
right.
was the main thing, is just with everything going on now,
Absolutely.
if they had at least any type of
I
protection with
agree.
those
I
letters.
agree. Those are going to
Okay.
help them a lot. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a
Thanks so
great day.
much. You too. Perfect. Really good questions here. All right. So our friends on YouTube, let me take another question here, and I'll be back here on Monday around 5:30. That's our usual time to do these lives, by the way. And I'll set up. I'm sure trying to figure out if it's 5 or 5:30, but around this time. But I'll definitely be here every single Monday, and more during the week, like today, if I can. Just want to give you the information. Thanks, Eunice. Appreciate that. Let me take one more question. Can I still file a motion to reopen and terminate a removal case from 2012 with an approved I-130? Yes, you should be able to do that. You need to speak with the attorney to review the file to make sure there's nothing wrong there, but you can always do a motion to reopen and terminate. We also need the government's collaboration for that. All right, guys. So on YouTube, we'll end the stream for today. We'll be back here on Monday around 5 p.m. Pacific. Stay safe, guys. Keep sharing the videos. Subscribe to my channel if you're watching it right now. And we'll be back here on Monday. Thanks a lot. Stay safe.